final event of the 1993 BLE National Championships, the men's 1500 metres, and it features Frank O'Mara, world indoor champion, Olympian in Seoul and in Barcelona, wearing number 389. And against him, Clonliffe Harriers' Niall Bruton, second in the World Student Games in 1991, sixth in this championship in 1991, and second in it in 1990. Ken Mason of Leavale, Owen O'Neill of Annandale, Brian Conway St Malachy's, Robert Maher of Boyne, Cormac Smith from Drumsouth Dublin, Leonard Doyle of Raheny, who's gone into the lead, Jerry Fulham of Raheny, second place, Gareth Barry of North Cork, Tom Maloney of Neenah, Kevin Callahan of DCH, Gareth McGee of Sparta. They make up the field, but it's a lead for Leonard Doyle, Lenny Doyle of Raheny. In second place, Brian Conway of St Malachy's at the moment. Frank O'Mara is back in the pack. Third place, number 369, is Jerry Fulham of Raheny. So the lead with Lenny Doyle. Jerry Fulham is in third place, and Brian Conway, who ran 4 minutes 3.37 for the mile in the Cork City Sports, he's in second place. They're pushing him along at a fair pace. The defending champion, Gareth Barry, is in there too. He is in fourth place. Frank O'Mara, champion on 4 occasions. The first of them, 1983. He won it in 86, he won it in 88, and he won it also in 1991. And he's now just eased himself out. There's Frank O'Mara on the outside, easing himself up into third place now, behind Brian Conway and Lenny Doyle. O'Mara is third, 2 laps to go.
He knows the man who's pushing his way there in the all black, that's Niall Bruton. He's the man who's trained with Frank, but Frank knows all about what Niall Bruton can do. And Niall also has a sprint. Frank, as we know, has a tremendous sprint over the last part of the race, provided of course that he's in contention. But in this calibre of field, Frank should certainly be in contention. But it's interesting, once Frank extracted himself from the bunch, that Niall Bruton decided that that's my man, that's the guy I've got to keep an eye on.
Now the pace has just dropped a little bit. Lenny Doyle has been left out there in front, 600 metres to go. Brian Conway still there in second, then Frank O'Mara. And Niall Bruton is just behind Frank O'Mara in fifth place at the moment. Third place was the defending champion, Gareth Barry of North Cork. The lead is Doyle of Raheny. Then it's Conway of St Malachy's. And Barry moving ominously forward, as is Cormac Smith of Dundrum, South Dublin. Also coming up the outside, Tommy Maloney of Neenah, who is actually in front as they take the bell. And there goes Frank O'Mara trailing along behind Ken Mason of Leavale. And for Niall Bruton, problems as he's having to barge his way through Brian Conway to keep his place on the curb. And he's barged his way through to third, and on his shoulder in fourth on the outside is Frank O'Mara. Gareth Barry and Ken Mason, Niall Bruton, Frank O'Mara. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4 at this stage. Barry is not going to let this title go without a fight. O'Mara now accelerates up the outside and leaves them for dead. Frank O'Mara has gone 200 metres from home. Bruton tries to go with him, but was he taken by surprise by that move? Frank O'Mara striding forth. Back comes Bruton though, and we're going to have quite a night down the home straight. O'Mara grits his teeth and goes for home. Barry, the champion, is beaten. O'Mara under pressure from Bruton. This is going to be a great finish. And Bruton coming the stronger. O'Mara is beaten. And Niall Bruton, the young pretender, is the 1993 1500 metre champion. Frank O'Mara is second. And Gareth Barry, last year's champion, is third. But what a fabulous finish. Niall Bruton takes the 1500 metres championship from right under the nose of Frank O'Mara. A magnificent finale to the 1993 championship. A great race, and a race that was decided in the final 200 metres when Frank O'Mara struck for home, and with that killing injection in his face, it really looked as if he'd taken Niall Bruton by surprise. Bruton had to work hard, battle around that final bend to keep himself in contention. But when Frank O'Mara hit the final straight and gritted his teeth, you just had the impression that perhaps there wasn't as much in the tank as he'd hoped. And Bruton finished the stronger, got his tail up, saw that O'Mara in front of him was wilting, and a brilliant, strong finish by Niall Bruton brings him through, brings him past Frank O'Mara, and brings him to the championship that he's fought so hard for. beating his training partner, Niall Bruton, second in this championship in 1990, the best he'd achieved. But in 1993, Niall Bruton is the champion.